We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And serve our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us today we've got Alex Smart, Millz Young, Ninos. We got Jay Briggs, Wayne Scott, Tony Brown, and of course Shane Mickle. And here's how they'll line up here for this evening. Let's take a look at the lineup. We've got we're going to move Tony Brown to the top of the to number one today. So Brown, Smart, Ninos, Mickle, then Young, Briggs, Scott, and then I will close this one out. All right, we got about 5 games from Major League Baseball still on the card. 3 NBAs, 4 NHL. So let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Fantastic numbers up there. Look at those NHL numbers. Bring them in right now. Alex Smart, ready to roll. Alex, what's happening?
Tony's not going first? Tony's going first? No?
Oh, that's right. It is Tony Brown. Yes, I did promise Tony Brown. I'm just a creature of habit here. Just a creature of habit. So let's go ahead and bring in Tony Brown and ready to roll. Tony Brown, what's happening?
Hey, I don't want anybody to think this is an ego thing or nothing like that. I really have an appointment. I just wanted to stop in and give you guys my pick before I left, but I do have to go. It's nothing to do with going first or anything crazy like that.
We got it. All right, Tony Brown, let's roll. We got the Giants and the Cubs tonight.
Yep, short and sweet on this one. We're going to go with the under in this game. The Giants, you know the old saying, if you can't win, if you can't score, and the Giants are proof. They're already doubling it up in losses. They're 12-6. Like, you know what I mean? They're 6 games under 500, and it's been absolutely because they can't score. The last 3 games, the games have went all cashed in the under, and they haven't scored more than 5 runs in a game in a while. But their pitching has not been bad either. They got decent pitching and horrible batting. That leads to a lot of unders. Plus, I have a little trend in this game that I actually kind of like. They have 4 former Mets in the starting lineup tonight, including Conforto, who's one of their best hitters. So this is going to be like a practice game for the Mets pitching as far as just facing their former teammates. You know, the pitchers always got the advantages over the hitters. They see them every day and stuff in practice. So I don't see a lot of scoring coming in this game, and I think the under is the play.
All right, Tony Brown says go under the total in this one. Under the total here of 8.5 here in this one here between the Cubs and, of course, the San Francisco Giants. And, you know, Tony Brown, the thing here is that we saw the Cubs' performance there in Dodger Stadium, played pretty well in that series. And, of course, the concern here always is with that Giants bullpen it's given them some issues this year. And, of course, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, they do, and that's where I actually see the bulk of the scoring coming late in the game. Like you said, the Giants have one of the worst bullpens going. That's why their working is so bad. But I don't think it's going to be enough to push the total over 9. I don't see them giving up 9 or anything like that.
Yeah, still that pitcher's park there in San Francisco. Mets, Giants under 8.5. This one have a start time here of 9:45 Eastern Time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, 3 on the board from the NBA, 4 on the ice. Still 5 from Major League Baseball. Of course, Tony Brown showing great results here, not only in NHL, but also great results in the MLB for the year. Doing fantastic work there, Tony Brown, over on the site. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
We have a huge night tonight. Like you said, I cap all the sports for doing well and everything, and tonight we're playing them all. 3 games in the NBA playoffs that I absolutely love. We picked all of those games. 3 games in the NHL playoffs, same thing, and I got 3 of my MLB laser locks. You can get any 3 in the sports you like, or if you want to play them all, I got all 9 of them for sale in a 9-pack. Blow your bookie right out the water with that one.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. You see great results in NHL, also showing great results in MLB. So get on board here with Tony Brown. His 90-star 420 bookie blowout. Let's blow some smoke back at the bookie tonight with that 9-pack up on the board with Tony Brown. Wonder why he was in a hurry today. So get on board here with Tony Brown. Use that promo code Pick at checkout. You'll save 50% off. Long-term pass, Tony Brown. That 1-year pass, a great value.
That's funny. Yeah, the best way to go. Like I said, I got 9 plays up tonight. We're ranking good in baseball like we always do. NHL, the numbers are up. So if you pay per day or per play or per sport, even getting the 9 picks today just per game, it's only going to put money in the bookies' pockets. You get every single pick I release from every sport. There's no upselling. You get the playoffs, like the NHL playoffs are tonight, Super Bowl. Everything comes in the package. Every single pick I release for a full 365 days of play with the VIP pass.
That's right. Full VIP pass. Guys, get on board with Tony Brown. Remember that promo code Pick at checkout. That'll knock out 15% off that 1-year VIP pass, nearly $200 off that price tag. All right, Tony Brown, as always, have yourself a great evening. Making a great 420 night tonight, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Happy holidays, everybody, and I'll see you guys next week.
And always you as well. Tony Brown here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage. Let's get back to Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring in Alex right now. Alex, what's happening?
Tony's got such a big ego. Such a big ego.
Certainly does. All right. All right, here we go. This was some of the breaking news earlier this afternoon, just a few hours ago. I guess somehow, some way, we found out that Kawhi Leonard had a sprained knee. I guess, I don't know. It must have been one of those off-court activities.
Yeah. Off the court activities, all right. And nobody knows what's going on anyway. You get an NBA game today and just have a player disappear off the off the roster, and wonder because reporting is to par these days, and but who knows what happened. Very interesting. He was injured from the last game. Maybe he's been injured all year. Maybe he's just one of these guys that's always injured. That's a possibility. I think he's a guy that's always injured. Great player, but have to take that dig. But tonight, despite of all that, despite of Leonard not playing and the line because Leonard is not playing, the Suns are here. But no matter what, the Clippers are a deep team, and they've proven before playing without Leonard. This is nothing. I mean, it's a consistent kind of thing years, and sometimes some of their best games are played those circumstances. I think they're going to be very aggressive here tonight. They weren't aggressive enough last time out. Offensively is what I'm talking about. And number here was interesting. I know we've got a fairly low to bet into, and I think Leonard has taken a few points. I still believe that we're going to have more than 228 points go on the board, and that gives us almost a full possession value line to the interesting is Phoenix, and I voted both teams to score 100 points or more. It's interesting. Phoenix has gone over 19 straight times when both teams score 114 points or more, and gone over 22 straight times teams score 4 points or more. And just another one to that 22 and over. This is 255 points a game going on when the Clippers score 114 points and their opposition also scores 114 points. Anyway, that's a projection standpoint for what I'm looking at the game, and projections don't always come true, but they give me that value line that I'm looking for, and understand direction the number should go. And of course, like I said, was taken into consideration. Also this year in 16 games against division, the Suns have seen an average of 32 points, 0.1 points go on the board. And the Clippers, when they're revenging a loss, like I said, they're going to be aggressive tonight. No matter what anybody thinks about missing players or whatever, they over in their last 18 games when they're revenging a loss versus an opponent of 10 or more points. In other words, they got embarrassed. They've come back with a very aggressive situation, possibly anyway. And the game wide open, essentially, over 241 points going on the board. And like I said, them to be very aggressive tonight. The other thing is, for those laying some or thinking about laying some money on this game, you got to look at the average per game differential too, and the Clippers don't do so great. So sign is sort of lines up the way I'm looking at it. I'm going to go with an over bet. You got to remember, despite of 7 games going here, we have a good number to bet into tonight.
All right, we got Alex here on the Clippers Suns over 224.5 there. Alex, of course, without Kawhi Leonard. No, some said if Kawhi would play, pretty much a full season, he would be no doubt Defensive Player of the Year. That's what I've heard people talk about. So again, we did see the line drop from 228, but again, that's one thing to note is that he does provide a defensive presence there for Clippers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is probably the best two-way player in the league, but his health problems have been, to whatever reason. I know there's been some complaints about why he would take nights off. Not my business, my money for my clients, and making money for myself, to figure out, offerings from the book. I really think this line offering offers some value.
All right, we got Alex here. Clippers Suns over 224.5. This one will have a start time here of 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Alex, let's go over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we do have 4 on the ice for tonight, 3 NBA. Of course, still another 5 on the board here from Major League Baseball. So, good results in NHL, 948 units of profit. NHL, that is all documented over at Pick Dog. What do you have going over at the site?
We've got another NHL that involves the Tampa Bay Bolts, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wow, that first game, unbelievable, huh? Maybe the Bolts got some energy to try to take a Stanley Cup this year. Also, I've got NBA selections. I'm already started. I had a 3-pack there. You get a premium package in its 2 days. You're going to get them. They're there tonight. So, join me. We're in a really time in the schedules for everything. Playoff hockey, playoff ball, early season baseball. Lots of money to be made, guys. So join me from now until the end and watch your return on investment go through the roof.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Outsmart over at Pick Dog. Great results in the NHL. You see the results there, 948 units of profit. Get on board with this place tonight. Of course, the long-term passes will serve you well. That 1-month pass, get all of Alex's premium plays for 1 month. That'll get you through the first 2 rounds of the NBA and NHL playoffs, as well as all this baseball for 30 days. Pick as a promo code. You'll save 15% off at checkout. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Take care, Mr. Baseball.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss any picks, we're going to recap here at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, we're going to welcome in Shane Mickle. I'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes on the sites with written work. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going today, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We were here a week ago, and you were touting these Kings to win the this series so far, up 2-0. Series shifts to Golden State, Warriors, and the Kings. Warriors laying 6, total 240.5.
Yeah, the series definitely, the Kings did what they needed to do at home for that series bet, but it definitely is going to get harder here going on the road. But I still think they find success. Historically with Steph Curry on the Warriors, their plan has been to run as fast as possible, play as quick as possible, and the Kings are fine with that. They're actually playing the second fastest pace of any team that's played against the Warriors in the playoffs, and Steph Curry has come to the team, and it's working for them. The Warriors have struggled to keep up with the pace this year. They've had 45 turnovers through the first 2 games, or maybe it's 35. They've had a lot of turnovers. I can't remember if it's 35 or 45. But either way, that's still a lot of turnovers through 2 games. And I think the struggles continue here with turning the ball over. Even going on the road, the Kings are not going to be afraid to play like they played all season. They're going to continue to run up the pace. It looks like Sabonis is going to play after that injury suffered against Draymond Green. Even with Draymond Green out, we were talking about it backstage. I kind of agree with Tony Brown in that the Warriors might actually be better off in this game without him. But even so, I think the Kings keep it close here. I'm taking the Kings getting the points.
All right, Shane here on the Kings getting the points here, +6. Let me take a look here because I've seen some movement earlier. I saw some 6.5. You can find some 6.5s here. We're seeing one of the shops in Vegas here at 6.5. So we are seeing some of the U.S. sportsbooks showing 6.5 as well. So shop, get the best numbers, no doubt about that. The one thing, of course, if you're looking on paper in this series, is the fact that the Kings, despite their success, really haven't shot the ball well.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I mean, especially the last game where they only, they didn't actually have to score that much. It was the defense that was the difference for them. And but the turnovers have killed the Warriors. Yep. I think that's basically what it comes down to, is the turnovers. Now, if they clean it up in this game and with the home crowd, they could they could be in trouble here, the Kings. But I think the Warriors are going to continue to turn the ball over here. I think that the Kings are going to continue to push the pace. The Warriors are going to continue to turn the ball over. And I think the Kings at least keep it close with the points.
All right, there we go here. With the Kings are actually a pretty good road team from my recollection, because they did drop 18 at home, so they've done fine.
They're better on the road.
That's why I went against the Kings. Is that they took a lot of losses on their home court for a team that this is the 3 seed. Kings +6. Well, that probably says the strength of the Western Conference, no doubt. Kings +6 here against the Warriors. This one have a start time 10 p.m. Eastern time. This is a doubleheader game on TNT. They pushed the Clippers to NBA TV. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at PickDogs. Go ahead.
One more point about the game. Without, with Sabonis, they're saying Sabonis is being more physical. I think that's the one area that Draymond Green being out for the Warriors is going to hurt them. Sabonis doesn't get whatever he wants down there. They're saying he's throwing the ball around. They're not going to. I mean, Kevin Looney's fine in there, but he doesn't provide the physical presence that Draymond Green provides. So I think Sabonis is going to even have a bigger game here.
Yeah, looking for a big one there from Sabonis. All right, over at PickDogs, we see Shane here with fantastic results in the NHL. 765 units of profit. That is all documented over at PickDogs Stream tonight. 4 on the board from on the ice. We also have 3 NBA playoff games. Still 5 to go here in Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at PickDogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got a 3-pack up there. Sampler for Thursday. Best NBA, best NHL, best MLB. $39.99. But always hop on the long-term packages. With the playoffs in two key sports in MLB and in full swing, there's still plenty of games to be bet here. So hop on that 7 or 30-day pass and let's make some money together.
Guys, get on board with Shane Mickle over at PickDogs. Great results here. As you can see, 765 units of profit. NHL, there's all documented over at PickDogs. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off those long-term passes. I'm telling you, the best value right now. 1-month pass. Get the first 2 rounds of NHL and NBA playoffs here, as well as Shane's baseball. All right, Shane, as always, great having you on the show. Continue the success. We'll catch up with you next week. I know a heavy contributor over to PickDogs and Sports Chat and written content.
Yeah, definitely. I cover NHL and MLB over at PickDogs, and then UFC and soccer over at Sports Chat Place right now. And of course, cover WNBA when that comes around. Never sleep on the WNBA in terms of betting. There's always some crazy lines out there, and there's always money to be made on WNBA, so that's still a little ways away. But just because it's WNBA, there's still plenty of money to be made there.
No doubt about that. All right, Shane, we'll catch you over on PickDog Sports Chat Place for the written content. Get on board with Shane's premium plays. You've seen the great results. All right, Shane, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Yeah, Shane Mickle here on the drive through. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Of course, I'm going to blame Tony Brown for this. He kind of threw me out of order, right? So I skipped over Al Ninos. So let's go ahead and bring in Al Ninos right now. You'll catch him over at PickDogs Premium. Al Ninos, what's happening?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing, Tony?
Doing great. All right. This one here, we have the Cubs and Dodgers. It is a possibility of rain tonight, 64% chance, but it's still set to roll here. No word yet on whether or not there'll be delays, but this one doesn't start here for another hour or so. Cubs and the Dodgers here. The Cubs will be short favorites. The total sits here 11.5.
According to the experts, at least my favorite expert to follow on this, should be probably a late start here. Yeah. Might be a little delay. Obviously, you mentioned there's going to be some rain tonight. They might even postpone. Get some rain in the middle of the game as well after the late start. So this one might not get played, but if it does get played out, I do like the Dodgers here. You can expect a decent amount of offense despite Mookie Betts being out of the lineup. The wind is blowing out at 17 miles an hour, so should see some runs tonight. And the big pitching change for the Cubs here, Jameson Taillon is out, Javier Assad is in. That's basically what made me hop on the Dodgers. It was a stay away from me at first, but I think given this matchup, I know it hasn't been much fun backing Michael Grove, but I think considering the starting pitcher here for the Cubs, I think he's still, and despite Mookie Betts being out, I still think he has the better lineup backing him up. So I think they do more damage. Should see both teams get on the scoreboard, but just think the Dodgers get a few more runs in and get the win for us.
All right, Al Ninos here on the Dodgers minus 104 here. Looks like Outman will be the leadoff hitter here for this for the LA Dodgers. Of course, the first home game here for the Cubs after that trip out west, which they had success here with the Dodgers. Of course, it wasn't. They beat them, and of course they pounded the Athletics. Not really a tough road trip beating those Athletics, but they did clobber those Athletics. That bullpen, when they pulled out that kid in that 6th inning, I believe it was 2-2, and they put up 10 runs on that Athletics bullpen.
Yeah, they'll have a slightly better bullpen to go up against tonight. And hopefully that does make the difference. As I mentioned already, the starting pitching obviously not our best option getting the start here, but yeah, again, should be a fun one. Again, not my strongest play of the night, but yeah, I do think the Dodgers are the right side again. The pitching changes the main thing here for me. Probably would have been leaning Cubs. Yeah, I like the Cubs against the A's. I mean, I'm probably gonna like most teams against the A's, but yeah, different matchup for sure here. Even against Michael Grove. I mean, yeah, I do think they get to him a little bit, but going up against a better offense as well, so they'll have that to worry about too.
All right. Before I get to Millz is going to be coming up soon. He said he got logged out. If you just check the email that we send out to you, Millz, your password is in there. So don't worry about that. Just go back and look at the email chain for today. All right. Ninos here on the Dodgers here laid the -104 here against the Cubs. This one to have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. Keep an eye that this one might be delayed here with the weather, but it looks like they're going to try to get this one in. All right, Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. Of course, right now you see the great results here. 534 units of profit in Major League Baseball for the year. We still have 5 here on the board here from Major League Baseball. Also, we have action here in NBA with 3, 4 on the board from the ice. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Got 3-pack in the NBA, a 3-pack in the NHL. Just one play in the MLB tonight. It's my $19 play though. If you want to check that out, or again, the best way to go is always these long-term or the 2-for-1 capper specials. And before you let me go, real quick, all these changes to the rules to speed the games up and stuff. Tony, any opinion on getting more domes set up, especially in those colder cities?
Well, I don't know, because we're getting these reports here about NFL wanting to go back to grass because these non-contact injuries, and I think some of these ballers don't want to play on grass. I don't think they want to play on the artificial stuff. When you go indoors, you got to do that, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap to get domes.
You got the dirt to run around on baseball too, but yeah.
Yeah, but you got some of the fielders out there, but the thing is that those cost money, so that's. We'll see how that.
So do the players, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see how that one rolls. If
refunds cost them money too.
Well, look at Miami. Who's going to put up the money to put a dome in for the Marlins? Right? They get a lot of rain over there. Who's gonna come up with the money? Right? They're going to have to move. We may see. We're going to see a partial roof in Las Vegas. That's what they're saying about Oakland. Oakland bought some property. Everyone figured there was a property available out there. I thought it was going to be by the Rio, if I wasn't mistaken. I think that was the plan originally. I don't know if they got off track there with that, but that was the plan there. That area you want to be near the Strip, obviously, and I think that's what they want to do. They've seen the success of the Raiders. They've seen the success here of the NHL product. The NBA, who everyone thought would be the first, it may be the last to get over there. So anyway, check it out there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, have a good one, Tony.
Got Ninos here on the drive-thru. Guys, reminder, if you miss any of our picks, we're going to recap you here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here. Let's see if Millz signed in. I told him how to get signed in. I guess he got signed out, and I think I do see him. Let me see. Do I see him here? I see him. There is movement. Okay, great. There is movement. So let's go ahead and bring in Millz right now. Catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. You can also catch Millz over on the with his actually the UFC show coming up here after our show today. So you guys want to make sure you stay tuned for that. Brad and Millz with that UFC show. Let's bring in Millz in right now. Ready to roll with Millz. Millz, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony? How are you doing today?
Everything's going great. All right, here we go tonight. We're looking here with NBA with Millz here. Back to this Kings and Sacramento game.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a close game out here. Game 3. You got Draymond Green getting suspended in there. Kings got the series up 2-0. One thing I'm going to be looking in there, though, I'm definitely not going to be trying to take the money line with the Warriors. And I kind of feel like the Kings plus 5.5, it could work. It could work. But, I'm going to be looking at the over in this game. I think when it comes down to it, with Draymond Green not in the game, that's going to give him more offensive weapons out there. The only thing he does is really nothing. I'm going to just be honest, man. He had 4 points in Game 1. He had 8 points in Game 2. In Game 1, they only lost by 3. When he scored 8 points, they lost by almost 12 points in there. The defensive player that you guys think Draymond Green is not no more. So They're going to have Andrew Wiggins out there, a lot more out there. They're going to have, who else? Kuminga's going to start to make an entrance into this series, you know. So look for him to get a little bit more acclimated with the offense. Derevyanchenko, he's going to be taking out minutes out there too. Jordan Poole in the last game only had 16 minutes in the game, and I think like 4 points. I don't look for that to be the same thing in this game. So I'm going to be taking the over in this game.
All right, Millz here taking the over 240.5 here, and this one between this Kings and Warriors team. Yeah, you know the NBA is not kind to players in their 30s anymore, right? This is the whole thing that helped the Warriors back in the 2010s is now hurting them here in the 2020s.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying, you know, dynasty can only last for so long, passing of the torch. I'm not here to say none of that. This is the world champions from last year, folks. Don't get it twisted or anything. What it is just that you got another team who plays kind of the same way as them. Why? Because we got Mike Brown over there. You know, the offense, the rookie coach of the year. You know, so he implemented pretty much a lot of the stuff that the Warriors were doing over there. You know, you got De'Aaron Fox winning Clutch Player of the Year. In the playoffs right now, he's averaging 31 points. His boy Monk's averaging 25 points. Domantas Sabonis is averaging 18 points. So, you know, you got Barnes and Hoyer giving you about 13 and 10 a game, too. So, everybody on the Kings are just scoring. The number one offense ain't no joke. It ain't no fluke. If you thought it was, man, they don't really miss like that, you know, and when they do, another player just comes out of nowhere and just starts to get you some points, you know. Who would have been thinking that we would be saying that Malik Monk is the second highest scorer right now for the Sacramento Kings in the playoffs?
Yep, that's right, no doubt. We got Millz here, Kings, Warriors, over 240.5. This one have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. This one is on TNT. All right, Millz, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, tonight we have those 2 on the board here from the NBA, also 4 on the ice, and of course 3 on the board from the NBA. Still about 5 to go here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, man, I got one player in the NBA up there on the board for you guys to get paid right now. Besides that, got UFC kicking around the corner. Got Bellator kicking off tomorrow and Saturday, so I'm going to be putting them up with plays up there. I just didn't put them up yet. I got about 2 or 3 bets that I'm looking at. Just want to find out exactly how they look on these weigh-ins, so I'm waiting to see how they hop on the scales. But besides that, yeah, man, I got one play up there to get you paid. Today's Thursday. Might as well go ahead and get the 3-day pass, get all my NBA plays today, mix with my MLB plays, mix with my UFC and Bellator picks. Everything's gonna pay for itself by the time the 3 days are up. So that's what I got going on the site. Besides that, check out the prop video that I got going up there too. Going over my best player props that I'm shopping for on the market. So you can check that on the site too as well.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Millz Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, as Millz said, that 3-day pass is the way to roll. You get all of Millz's premium plays here, MLB, NBA, and of course, UFC. That's what you want, those plays there from Millz. You know, he knows the fight game very well. He covers the fight game, no better than expert than Millz with the fight game. So get on board with Millz 3-day pass. Pick as a promo code. Save 15% off at checkout. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Millz, is always great having you on the show. Continue the success. We'll catch up with you again next week. But I know, of course, keep everybody up to date with the UFC show here with you and Brad.
Yeah, it's going to be going down Saturday. Got some little stuff I got to do with the daughter today, so I had to cancel it for today. But we will be going live Saturday right after the morning show for you guys. So give you guys some extra days and times. Also, too, gives us a little bit of extra time to look at the weigh-ins and see about the best props, too, to go over. So it's going to be Saturday right after the Pick Dogs morning show. Hit that notification. Hit that live. We've been getting some nice little turnouts in there on these Saturdays. We're going to try to figure it out and balance it out between these Saturdays and Thursdays. But, you know, you can't go wrong with the Pick Dogs. If we're not here on Thursday, we definitely got you on Saturday.
That's right, guys. Get on board here and like, subscribe, set notifications so when Millz and Brad are live, you're live with them to get the plays in real time and beat the bookie. All right, Millz, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Let's go ahead and win these bets.
You got it. Millz Young here on the drive. Let's continue on here on the drive. So, guys, remember, if you miss a pick, we'll recap here at the end of the show. Up next, let's make sure we didn't miss any. We got Alex L, Shane, Tony, Millz. All right, we're on course here. Jay Briggs up next. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. Of course, I hope you're catching his morning drop from the NBA. And, of course, he's live at 4 p.m. each time every day during the NBA playoffs. So you guys want to definitely tune in for that. A lot of great information from Jay and the guests that he has on the show. Let's get him in right now. I think we're ready to roll with Jay Briggs. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, man, what's happening?
It's going great. All right, here we go tonight, 9:40 Eastern time. D-backs back home. They'll be hosting the Padres. Padres favorite here, total of 10.
Yes, sir. Padres are favored in this one, a nice size favorite. I faded the Padres yesterday, and I took a loss with the Atlanta Braves. They beat them 1-0. I think I'm going to fade them again today, man. I'm fading the Padres again today. I can't believe that they're this big of a favorite over the Diamondbacks. I think the Diamondbacks are playing the better baseball, and I think they get this one done today. Pitching matchup-wise, when we look at it, I think it's about even. I know Michael Wacha is not people's favorite, and Ryan Nelson necessarily isn't either, but I just trust this Diamondbacks offense more than I trust the Padres bats to get it going today. And I think we're looking at a higher scoring Diamondbacks win, man. They won the last meeting. I think they win this one as well. So I'm not going to overcomplicate this one, Tony. I'm taking the team that's been playing the better baseball this season, and we're getting plus money with them. So take my shot with the Diamondbacks.
Lots of money in there. Let's take, as he said, let's go ahead. He likes those D-backs here, plus money here against the Padres. Yeah, why not, right? These D-backs have been solid at home. They've been getting the job done on that home field. And, of course, the roof will be open for the next 3 days, and then they close it there on Sunday, which means the ball should be carrying a little bit. I know Tatis is coming back in the lineup. He did put up some pretty good numbers in AAA for the Padres.
Yeah, it should be interesting. With the closing and opening of their stadium. I know Al was talking about that earlier. My Rangers just recently built one, and it's kind of, interesting seeing the dynamics of the new stadiums. But with the Diamondbacks in this case, I think we do see their bats, stay active for the time being, and I think it's enough to get over the Padres today in today's game.
All right, we got Jay here on this one here. He's going to go here with the Diamondbacks plus 126 against the Padres. This one have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, tonight we got, on the board, 3 from the NBA. We also have 4 on the ice, as well as about 5 to go here in Major League Baseball. Doing great results over the last 30 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony T. I got a 3-pack up there. It includes my $19 NBA Jam Session play and my $25 MLB play of the day and another NBA play. So if you want both plays plus a third one, you can get the money-making 3-pack. Or I got both plays sold individually, man. My $19 NBA Jam Session play, we're on a nice run right now. We're 16-7-1 last 24 on that play, including a winner on our play of the month yesterday with the Memphis Grizzlies, man. So we're trying to keep that play rolling. You can scoop it up, $19, my favorite play in the NBA every night. And then my MLB play of the day, $25. We've been red hot on that one as well. We've hit 14 of our first 19 to begin the MLB season, man. So just trying to stay red hot in baseball as well. You can scoop up my favorite play, $25 over at the site.
That's right, guys. Get aboard here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dog Premium. You see the great results there. He's put up some great numbers, guys. So go ahead and get on board here with Jay. You see the numbers here over the past 7 days, 30 days. It's been outstanding here. So, guys, get on board. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. That is even greater value there. Remember that. Don't forget the 2-for-1 capper promotion. That's going to save you quite a bit of money there when you use it over at Pick Dogs Premium. And of course, you could also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion and save even more when you do that. All right, Jay, as always, great to have you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But of course, let everybody know they can catch that morning show, that morning drop with your NBA, and of course, a live show.
Yes, sir, man. Every day right here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, man. I'm cooking up the NBA, man. We did it all season long. I can't believe the season's over. It's my first year here with Pick Dogs, and it's flying by. But the regular season's gone, but I'm still cooking it up in the playoffs, man. I drop every morning, no matter how many games, 1 game, 2 game, 3 game, I will show up, cook up the NBA. So I drop in the morning, usually around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and try to get ahead of some of the news. And then on days like today, man, where still news drops out of the air, like the Kawhi Leonard news, I was able to come on live 3 Central, 4 Eastern. I had my guy Chris Ruffalo on with me today, and we were able to update you guys on what was going on in the NBA. We ran through all 3 games and just chatted on the current state of the playoffs. So y'all can come spend some time with us later on in the day on that live show, and check me out in the morning, man, as we just talk some NBA and trying to continue making money here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. You want to continue making money in pick dogs, you got to follow Jay. So check him out over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Jay, it's always great having the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir, Tony T. See you tomorrow, my guy.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Reminder, guys, if you missed any pick, we'll recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time for Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Doing great work up there. We'll bring in Wayne right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Wayne Scott. Let's see here. We'll get to Wayne. To more NBA coverage tonight from Wayne. Wayne, ready to roll. Wayne, what's happening? Oh, we got you. We lost your sound there, Wayne. No sound again. Maybe kicking that. I don't know. No sound again. We know what you're doing. You're kicking the desk, Wayne. So we'll get back to Wayne in just a second. That usually happens, right? We kind of figured out what happened there when that microphone is some sort of loose wire there that he triggers. Okay, let's get to my pick, and then we'll get back to Wayne here in just a second. Here, we're going to the ice with my pick, and let's go ahead and bring it up right now. As let's see here, what are we at here? I've got to get my full odds for you now. So we're working on the graphics. Let's see, here we go, full odds. All right, we're going to look at this Lightning and Maple Leafs game tonight, and of course, this Lightning team has been on fire, right? These odds are actually from the sharpest book in the world. I got plus 142. You can get plus 159 depending on where you shop. Lightning here plus 142 here against the Maple Leafs. Look at, man, the Lightning, this is their time, right? This is the playoffs, and this is when they shine. They put up that big 7 spot on Toronto. I don't think we're going to see much difference here. The defending Eastern Conference final champion last year, losing to Colorado. I just think, again, this team is just on fire. You're going to give me this type of number with them. I'm going to take it. I love the goalie. I love how they play in the postseason. I like their coach. And, of course, the Maple Leafs have not had a whole lot of success here of late in the postseason. Play here will be on Tampa Bay Lightning plus 142 here against the Maple Leafs. This one, they have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. This one will be on ESPN. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium tonight. I've got plays up there for you right now. A 3-pack here with baseball and 2 from the NBA. Also, my best bet from Major League Baseball standalone as well. So go ahead and get on board with that. Remember, you can also get a long-term pass with me, 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period select. When you go over to my handicapper page and make that purchase, remember, use that promo code PICK at checkout to save that 15% off. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And it's time. Go ahead. Let's get back to Wayne. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. See if we can get Wayne back here on the show. Let's get to him right now. Wayne Scott. Here we go, Wayne. Wayne, what's going on?
What's going on, Tony? You can hear me yet?
I can hear you now. All right, here we go tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time, TNT. We got the Nets and 76ers. Sixers favored 5, total 209.
Yes, sir. Last time we seen these two teams out 2 days ago, we had a tight one, a 96-84 win by Philly. 2-0 up on the series now, and they head to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to have to come out this one and fight and scrap. And I think this one definitely is going to go over. Two slower paced teams, but I do think Brooklyn pushes the pace in this one. These teams have met up 6 times this year, and four of these games have went over. The one time Brooklyn covered, the one time Brooklyn did game, it was a game where they did get to scoring a lot, and they're a top 3-point shooting team, and besides them shooting the 3-point, they're good offensive efficiency, and Philly has a great offensive efficiency too, and top free throw team. And I love the over here in this one. Sixers are 4-1 in their last 5, and 4-1 in their last 5 with 2 days rest. Brooklyn is 9-6, and Philly is 9-4 off of 2 days rest. After a win, Philly is 4th ATS and 32-22 and 1 to the over. And as an away favorite, Philly is 14-7. So highly over 50% in a lot of these scenarios, and just a very low total. And I expect a lot more offense, a lot more fight out of Brooklyn, who scores a majority of their points with a higher total of their points at home. And Philly been playing great on the road all year, and they moved from 14th to 5th when it comes to scoring on the road. And all that said, I like the over in this one.
All right, Wayne here says over 76ers Nets, over 209. Yeah, I think these teams are averaging about 91 possessions. The question is, can the Nets, are we going to see a faster pace, or are we going to finally see these teams shoot like they did in game number 1?
As you just said, slower paced teams, not the possessions aren't there. But with these teams being top in 3-pointer, as I was trying to mention, but stumbling through today, Philly 3rd and Brooklyn 10th. That 3-point ball is going to help us if they can get to hitting that like they did in the first game. Brooklyn struggled from a field goal and 3-point. And not only that, these teams are top 10 in offense efficiency. So although maybe not being as fast, when they get down there, they take good quality shots and get buckets. I think 208 is just a little bit too low, and I think they definitely go over this 208 today.
All right, 208. He says we see here in the chat, we see some 209s a lot. Maybe we're seeing 209 and a half. You may even get better numbers. I see a 210 in some places too. So shop and get your best numbers there. Indeed, Wayne here, 76ers Nets over total here of 209. This one to have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern Time on TNT. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight's action. Of course, great results over the past 7 days. We have 4 on the board from the ice, 3 from the NBA, still about 4 to go for Major League Baseball in prime time. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, well, 3-0 yesterday. Keep it light today. I got 4 plays today. Only 3 out there for sale in my 3-pack. I have a Takeoff Thursday 3-pack. My best bet in the NBA, best bet in the NHL, and best bet in the MLB. And I got an extra bet in the NHL for my long-term subscribers. So always look into checking out something long-term and pairing me up with one of these top handicappers. And let's get ready for this weekend to keep cashing.
Keep cashing indeed with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dodge Pin. Get on board with Wayne and get on board with his long-term passes. We talk about the long-term passes, the way to go. 7-day pass. Get all of Wayne's premium plays for 7 days. All his NBA and of course NHL. Now that we're in round 1 of the playoffs, there's lots of volume right now. So that 7-day pass is a great value. Also the baseball as well, covering that 7 days. Pick the promo code to save 15% off at checkout. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Do that success. I will catch up with you again. We got you here. So we have got you here. Yeah, we'll catch up with you again next week.
Yes, sir. I'll be here on this weekend with Mitch, and I'll be giving out some free plays in, and catch you this weekend. A whole lot of action this weekend. Let's get ready for it.
Weekends on the morning show with Mitch, Chris, and of course on the weekend show, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Mitch welcomes all the guests in there. You'll think many folks that drive through catch Wayne there's picks as well on the weekend show. All right, Wayne, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, take care, Tony T. Take care, Pick Dog fam. Let's cash tonight.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the drive-through. Guys, you got my picks, so let's get right to the recap, and we'll get rolling here. Of course, since as I said, as we miss any picks, we recap, and this is what we're going to do right now is recap the games from tonight's show. So let's go ahead and let's get to the recap here, if we would. All right, let's get to the recap, and I think we're ready to roll with the recap. And we had Alex starts off with Clippers and Suns over 224.5. Ninos was on the Dodgers, laid the -104 against the Cubs. Shane was on the Kings +6 against the Warriors. Tony Brown likes the Mets Giants under 8.5 runs. Millz Kings Warriors over 240.5. Jay was on the Diamondbacks +126 against the Padres. Wayne 76ers and Nets over 209. And I'll be on the Lightning +142 against the Maple Leafs. The one I like the most, well, I like that Jay's pick here with the D-backs +126 against the Padres. That's the one I like the most of all the plays here for today. Let's see if we got the scoreboard up for you right now. Okay, we'll go through the scoreboards really quick. The first game tonight, this afternoon, Red Sox 11-5 here. Maeda took that line drive to the 3rd inning. He had to leave, and they really got to the bullpen of the Twins. 11-5, Red Sox, the short favorite there at close, -112. Total flies over 9. Angels and Yankees here, top of the 9th. Looks like the Yankees going to close this one out 9-3 against the Angels here. Yankees -146 in this one. They pounded this Angel pitching tonight. Coming up here already, are underway here. Pirates already pushed across 4, bottom of the 4th here against the Reds. Pittsburgh continuing their hotness, right? This team pounded Colorado. They come home and already 4th. -163 seemed like a high number for the Pirates. Well, it doesn't look so high now, right? The Reds have always had their struggles on the road here hitting the ball. But right now, Pirates on top 4-0 against the Reds. Rockies already 2 on the board here against the Phillies here. Of course, the Rockies got pounded at home. Phillies coming back home. Big favorites at the close here, but then Feldner on the line. We'll see how we do. First inning, Rockies push across 2 runs to lead 2-0. But again, coming up to the plate right now will be the Phillies. We still have the Dodgers and Cubs set to go here. This one's now the Cubs favored here in this one. Total of 11. Note the pitching change to Assad. Taillon not starting. Assad will be your starter. Padres and Diamondbacks, we just talked about that one. Padres still holding steady, minus 136. Start time's 9:40. Total is at 10. The roof opened here for the first 3 games of this series, and then they closed the roof on Sunday. Temperature should be getting hotter on the weekend. Mets and Giants, the late night game here. Mets still holding minus 118. Senga on the hill here for the Mets here. And of course, 8.5 is your total, and that should cover you here for Major League Baseball here for tonight. Everybody, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow here live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place, and they'll give up their plays live for you here on the show. Don't forget, it always gets started every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with that morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod, and of course Chris. Don't forget the betting tools, and of course the 7 picks in 5 minutes betting tools show. That one is with Mitch with his video series. Also, this Nerfy videos up as well. Remember the Puck Dogs video series with Chris and Rod Zawacki. NHL videos coming at you as well with free picks. Ron Romanelli with his breakdown for Major League Baseball. NBA Jam live here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as the morning drop. But they drop it over in the morning for you as well. So a couple additions there from Jay. And don't forget, Brad and Millz with the UFC show on Saturday, following the morning show. So catch them, if you would, with those UFC picks. And of course, don't forget, lots of content here on Pick Dogs. David Racy will have his short series. Javon, when he's back, will have his parlay videos as well. And Millz now with his props up on the board as well. Brad also up there with some, Mike also up there with some prize pick video, picks videos for you as well. So that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from